Okay, today we're going to do exponents. This number that's up high and smaller is called the exponent. Okay, this number down here has a different name that you'll learn later. But, I mean, if you want to know, this is called the base. This is the exponent. It's smaller and it's up higher. Okay, so if you look at 5C7, the way that you say this, there's 3 different ways to say this. When it's a 2, there's a special word, squared. So this means 8 squared, or 8 to the second power, or 8 raised to the power of 2. 3 different ways that you can say that and that you can write it. And in your workbook, they'll ask you to write it 3 different ways, okay, in some of the problems that they ask. So 8 squared, 8 to the second power, 8 raised to the power of 2. What does it mean? Not what is the answer, but what does it mean? This exponent tells you how many times you're going to multiply this to itself. So that's a 2, so this means 8 times itself 2 times. So that means 8 times 8. And what is 8 times 8? 64. So you need to keep going until you get all the way to the final answer. Alright? 5C number 4. This means 11 squared, or 11 raised to the second power, or 11 raised to the power of 2. What does it mean? It means 11 times itself, and it's written 2 times. That's a 2. This is written 2 times. If you don't have this memorized, you can work it out by hand, but 11 times 11 is 121. Look at 5C, number 6. This is 3 to the 4th power. When you have a number 4, it doesn't have a special name. A 2 exponent and a 3 exponent both have special names. 2, you can call it squared. 3, we'll get to that in a minute. But when it's a 4, 3 to the 4th power, or 3 raised to the power of 4, what does this mean? It means 3 times itself 4 times. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. You should have this written 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 exponents, the number's written 4 times. So I'm just going to show you this the easy way. 3 times 3, 9. This 3 times 3 is 9. So it's 9 times 9, 81. You can go down the road. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3, 27. 27 times 3, 81. But this is an easier way to group it. Okay, look at 5C number 10. You have 2/5 squared, or 2/5 raised to the power of 2, or 2/5 to the second power. What does that mean? The whole fraction, 2/5 times itself, you should have written the fraction twice. Okay? How do you multiply fractions? Straight across. 2 times 2, 4. 5 times 5, 25. That's how you multiply fractions. Look to see if I can reduce this. I cannot reduce 4 25ths, so that is your final answer. Look at 5C number 9. 1/3 cubed. So this, when it's a 3, you can say it in a special way, cubed. Cubed, C-U-B-E-D, cubed, like a Rubik's Cube. Or 1/3 to the 3rd power, or 1/3 raised to the power of 3. So what does this mean? It means 1/3 times itself 3 times. You're writing it 3 times. The exponent is 3. You should be writing that fraction 3 times. How do you multiply fractions? Straight across. You multiply all the numerators. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Don't tell me 1 times 1 times 1 is 3. It's not 1 plus 1. 1 times 1 times 1. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. So 1/27 is your answer. Now look at 5C number 12. Okay, they're asking, the instructions are different from this one. For this one, 7 to the what power? The exponent is the blank. 7 to the what power gives you 49. So what goes in this blank? 7 to the what power? 7 times itself, however many times? Well, 49 is 7 times 7. That's written 2 times. So this exponent needs to be a 2. 7 squared, or 7 to the second power, equals 49. Look at 5C13. 4 to the what power equals 64. Well, you need to write down 4 times 4. Is that going to give you 64? No, because 4 times 4 is 16. Now do this. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4, that will be 64. So we wrote it 1, 2, 3 times, so that needs to be to the third power. Okay, I also wrote out in words the 3 different ways of how to say this. This could be written out or said as 4 cubed. 3 has a special word of cubed, or 4 to the third power, or 4 raised to the power of 3. That's 3 different ways to say this. They all mean the same thing. Okay, look at 5C17. Okay, they're writing it out like this, and then they want you to put 3 to the what exponent? Well, how many times do they write 3 here? 3 times 3 times 3. This is written 3 times. 3 times 3 itself 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So a 3 exponent goes there. 3 cubed, or 3 to the third power, means 3 times 3 times 3. Look at 5C16. They're asking, what is the exponent right there? Well, how many times is 7 written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's multiplied to itself 5 times, so that would be 7 to the 5th power. 7 to the 5th means 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7.